Hey guys, Min here. Welcome back to Your House Fitness. We're gonna go over burpees, the dreaded burpees. Oh boy. It's a combination of a lot of movements, quite intermediate. I wouldn't advise beginners to do this despite it being in a lot of beginner workouts. It's very exhausting, very tiring, and if you're not doing it right, you can get hurt. So I would actually save burpees for when you've trained a little bit more. I think you should do the constitutional prerequisite movement. Typically a high jump is one of them, a full push-up, and some type of hinge or squat. Just can transition to the ground nice and easily. This is a fantastic exercise though if you participate in a sport where you have to transition from being on the ground all the way up. We have sports like wrestling and combat sports where this is very prevalent. The sprawl is an essential movement, and that's essentially what you're doing when you're doing a burpee. Let's start with the burpee itself. I'm going to go slow step by step, and then we'll break it down to full speed. I'm going to start standing, and I'm going to make sure I have enough real estate because I'm going to hit the floor. I'm going to go into a full plank, and I'm going to be at the bottom of a push-up. So I need a lot of space in front of me and behind me. So make sure you don't smack anything. Don't kick anyone behind you either, okay? So when I do this, I'm going to hinge my hips. I'm going to squat down. I'm going to bring my hands down into this push-up position here. I'm going to kind of be in this like leapfroggy position. From here, I'm going to kick my legs back, kind of like a two-leg mountain climber, and I'm going to drop my level till I'm flat on the ground here, okay? After this part, it depends on your skill level. I can very easily do the push-up up. I've seen people cobra it. I've seen the knee push-up. Typically speaking, it is a full push-up when it's done. So let me go through that again. I'm in my stance. I find my hand placement for my push-up. Frog, kick out, drop, up, and then I reverse the movement I just did. So I'm just going to pull my knees in. I'm going to come back to my standing base. And ideally, I'm going to transition to a triple extension and jump a little. Okay? Don't lose me yet, guys. We're going to go down for our hands. Frog position. Kick back. Hit the floor. Come up. Feet in. Jump. Nice and simple, okay? Let me do that a few full speed. Typically speaking, it's very hard to get a good burpee if it's like chunky, okay? Do it chunky at the start. Do it chunky at the start so you can figure out the individual movements. But once you figure that out, you can flow into it a little bit more. So if I'm going to do burpees, I might do it for time or for a higher repetition. Hands down, kick back, hit the floor, boom, 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 just like that, okay? With the burpees, I'd probably use them in a conditioning routine. I probably wouldn't throw it in between big strength movements. It's very, very technical and very exhausting too. Okay, I am completely out of breath right now doing those. So give the burpees a try if you haven't. If you're not great at burpees, you have so many different versions of exercises in that movement you can break it down into. Work out where you struggle, and you guys will get your first burpees, no problem.